Hey there, we are back on another day of our 100 Days to Brave journey. We are using the book written by Annie F. Downs to help us become our most brave, our most courageous, our most confident selves. This is a book of devotionals, again covering 100 days, and we are into day number 85. We are in the section of the book Brave Enough to Serve. Give who you are, the world will be a better place for it. Let's get into day 85. Be generous with your home. Make sure you don't take things for granted and go slack in working for the common good. Share what you have with others. God takes particular pleasure in acts of worship, a different kind of sacrifice that take place in kitchen and workplace and on the streets. That is Hebrews 13, verse number 16. Bill was the first man I ever loved. He was a tall, blonde 16-year-old. I was 3. He was shy and quiet, but he always talked to me. And he listened because I was then, as I am now, a talker. He loved sitting beside me at dinner. He never missed a family party. For my 3rd birthday, he gave me a plastic camera. The flash was a small, multicolored cube on the corner of the camera that turned when you pushed the button. I was sure he was the coolest person who had ever existed on earth. Bill was my dad's little brother in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program through the Boys and Girls Club in our town. I have so many clear memories of Bill. Dad would pick him up and bring him to our house a few times a month, and he would hang out for the day or stay for the weekend. I remember when he was sitting on the couch when I opened that birthday gift, and I can still see his face as he smiled and laughed when I took his picture with my plastic camera with the click and turn flash. There was no film in the toy, but he never let on that he knew that. Dad knew Bill for a long time, since Dad had been partnered with Bill since he was 8 years old. But for being the first man I ever loved, I did not get enough time with Bill. Around Christmas in 1983, Bill was killed in a car accident. We returned home from a family Christmas event with my mother's family in Macon, Georgia, and my dad's father was waiting for us in the driveway. I could still see Grandpa Jack through the windshield, standing by his car, waiting to break the news to my dad. Dad taught me a lesson with Bill, in his life and in his death, that he has continued to teach me over and over for my entire life. Be brave enough to love the people around you, even if it could look like sacrifice and could feel like loss. My parents welcomed Bill into our home again and again. They treated him like family. And you know what? We lost him and hearts broke. But while Bill was on earth, we shared our home and our family with him. For many, home is a sanctuary. It's a place you go to retreat from a world that can be so harsh and so dark. And being generous with your home isn't easy. You might just want to be by yourself. You might not want to share your time. You might even be afraid that you'll get attached and then lose the person you've welcomed, like we did with Bill. But brave people recognize that they can use their home to love others with the love of Christ. Brave people are generous with their homes. Brave people share even their sanctuaries with others. Whether that looks like letting people live with you or letting people come over for dinner, you've got this. When I was growing up, especially when I was in college, there was a family who made me feel like I could always come over. You know what? I felt like I had another home. They modeled for me that you don't have to hold everything so tightly. You don't have to live like that. Be generous with your home. All right, that's day 85. Be generous with your home. And the topic that is brought out in today's reading, being generous with your home isn't easy. Being generous with your home isn't easy. Our call to action for today is be brave. Invite someone over to eat dinner at your house. Let him or her live in your family for a bit and be seen and cared for. Again, be brave. Invite someone over to eat dinner at your house. Let him or her live in your family for a bit and be seen and be cared for. Okay, hopefully you are able to do that. I will definitely do the same and do a little bit more with being generous with my home. That is our call to action for day number 85, to be generous with our home. And like the reading today told us, being generous with your home isn't easy. That wraps up day number 85 in our 100 Days to Brave journey. Our journey continues. Until tomorrow, peace.